Okay, Baker, what game did you enjoy the most this year at OU?
There's a couple that I really enjoyed. I think, between the Texas game, finally beating them was good for me. Obviously very excited. It was a great game. It's always fun to go down there in the Cotton Bowl and play. It's such a great atmosphere. And then, the Oklahoma State game to seal the Big 12 championship. So that was a good one too, especially it was the last home game. It was cold, but it'll warm you up when you're running around celebrating.
Yeah, it looked good. What's the biggest change in year one under Lincoln and year two? I heard you up there, you said, well, I tried to get the ball out quicker, I learned more of the offense. What was the change for not just for you, but for the whole team?
Just a mindset of taking it 1 week at a time. And, I think we had such high expectations for ourselves early on. And, you not necessarily make an excuse to look past anybody or look forward to the end goal, because you always want to have that end goal, but you gotta worry about one play at a time, one day at a time, and I think that's what kind of got us caught up. We were so worried about getting back to the playoffs and what we wanted to do, which is a great mentality of wanting to get back there, but you got to take it one day at a time and one play at a time. You can't win it all. You can't get there in one day. So I think that was the biggest change and shift was after the Ohio State loss, was just pushing and working really hard, and taking it one day at a time.
Does the Texas win make it a little easier to go back to Austin?
It does to have a little bit of bragging rights. I definitely heard from him last time I went back home, this time last year.
Right.
What's it like being here after not getting here last year?
I don't think about it really. I mean, last year's a whole different ball game, but I think I definitely earned it this year. I've put up better numbers, and I think I've led my team in a better way, more positively, and had more of an influence overall. So I think that it feels good. Like everybody here, they deserve to be here. So very thankful to be here.
Baker, correct me if I'm wrong. You said you're coming back next year.
Yes, I am.
Okay. What went into that decision, and why did you decide to sort of make that decision so early?
A lot of factors play into it. Fought for my eligibility for a long time to get that year back after sitting out. I think it's best for my future to come back and keep getting better and improving to raise my draft stock, and then mainly the biggest one for me was I came to OU to win a national title. I've loved playing for Oklahoma, loved playing for Coach Stoops. It's been a dream come true, so I want to take advantage of my last year and push to win a national title. So that's something I'll never forget, and I know I'd regret it if I didn't, finish out all my eligibility at Oklahoma.
You had some great stats, obviously, this year. One of them, you finished with the highest efficiency rating ever in NCAA football. Do you pay attention to that stuff?
You hear about it. It's pretty shocking to me, but a lot of credit goes to the guy over there in this room.
Absolutely.
I've been blessed with a lot of great teammates, a lot of great playmakers, and that's the main reason why he's here as well. He's made so many great plays for me. He's made me look good, and he's probably the biggest reason I've had that rating. So thankful for the opportunity to set an NCAA record, but a lot of that credit goes to that guy over there.
Have you had a chance to talk to Sterling this week? Has he come by?
We were going to try and see him last night, but we were so tired by the end of the day that we weren't able to. But we talked to him a little bit. He was going to try and come by after their practice, but we were tired. So, it's always good to hear from those guys. I wish I would have seen him, but I'll see him after the season. So, but it's always good to talk to him.
Baker, you walk by those 5 Heisman winners in statue and Heisman, all the statues. Does it mean even more now that you're in New York and you realize how big this is? It's even bigger than you even imagined? Or could it be bigger?
Yeah, it really is a dream come true. Like I said, I'm thankful to be here. You think about the process and the work it takes to put one of those statues up there, and it takes even more work. And so that's why I'm so thankful to be here, to be around these guys, to be around some great legends, and meet a lot of past winners. Met Billy Simpson the first time last night, so that's pretty special to me. And stayed in contact with Jason White throughout the years. I've seen Sam Bradford come in and out of the program. So, it's great to be at a place like Oklahoma because of the tradition. So I get to meet those people, and then that's why this weekend's so great, to be around great players and meet past former great players. You think about the process and the work it takes to put one of those statues up there, and it takes even more work. And so that's why I'm so thankful to be here, be around these guys, to be around some great legends, and meet a lot of past winners. Met Billy Simpson the first time last night, so that's pretty special to me. And stayed in contact with Jason White throughout the years. Seeing Sam Bradford come in and out of the program, so it's great to be at a place like Oklahoma because of the tradition. So I get to meet those people, and then that's why this weekend's so great to be around great players and meet past former great players.
Do you miss having Ty Darlington on your team this year?
Do I miss having Ty on the team?
Yeah.
Ty and I's relationship, I miss him making the center calls, but we had a great offensive line. But Ty and I always give each other jabs and give each other crap back and forth. We'll never actually compliment each other to each other's faces, but I greatly appreciated Ty, the type of leader and teammate he was, and that's kind of a big reason why I had to take a bigger leadership role because of the guy that Ty was. You always like having somebody in your program, and he's a great friend. He'd do anything for me, and likewise, I'd do anything for him.
Have you heard from him since you became a finalist this week?
Yeah, I've heard from him a couple times because he's working at the university now, so I see him quite frequently.
Didi said his favorite part of the weekend has been resting. Has that been your favorite part, or has there been something else that jumps out?
The resting part are just the times where we're going around and I get to spend this time with my family and close ones. So it's special to be here with them. My dad made a joke. I don't know if he was kidding or not. He said, "This is your Christmas present to us." So I'll get him a present. But it made me realize that this time is special. And all I've heard from the past Heisman winners is to enjoy the process, and that's what I've been trying to do, is enjoy it with my family and just have fun.
Do you think about what you were doing Heisman weekend last year at all while you're here? I mean, just the contrast of that. What were you doing during last year's ceremony?
Let's see. I don't know if I was home yet. No, I wasn't. I was in Norman. Because we were about to start bowl prep. So watching it on TV. So this is definitely a little bit different. But that's why I'm so thankful to be here, because I had a great year last year as well. So things can happen and switch it all of a sudden. You're good.
Early season, you had a lot of adversity. The team overall, you guys have come back very effectively, and now you and Didi are celebrating this moment being finalists. Talk about, what did you go through to be able to get to that moment now, and it culminates, and how does it feel to be able to be Heisman finalists?
You talk about the work that a whole team puts in the off season. It's really is a grind. It's not fun, but it makes the season so worth it. So we put in so much time during the off season. I knew Didi and I were going to have something special. It just was unfortunate to not have him fully healthy in the beginning, the first 3 games. And so to lose a key leader and a great player affected our team. But we can't focus on that. That's why when we didn't play as well as we could, we weren't going to make any excuse. That was all on us. So we had the mindset that we were going to take it 1 week at a time, and we've come a long way after the Ohio State loss. So
come back very effectively, and now you and Didi are celebrating this moment being finalists. Talk about, what did you go through to be able to get to that moment now, and it culminates, and how does it feel to be able to be Heisman finalists?
You talk about the work that a whole team puts in the off season. It's really is a grind. It's not fun, but it makes the season so worth it. So we put in so much time during the off season. I knew Didi and I were going to have something special. It just was unfortunate to not have him fully healthy in the beginning, the first 3 games. And so to lose a key leader and a great player affected our team. But we can't focus on that. That's why when we didn't play as well as we could, we weren't going to make any excuse. That was all on us. So we had the mindset that we were going to take it 1 week at a time, and we've come a long way after the Ohio State loss. So very, very proud of what we've done, and especially that guy over there. He's worked so hard. He worked so hard to get healthy. He put in the time to do the rehab, so he could come back full strength. And obviously, he has, because he won the Biletnikoff, and he deserves to be here.
How have you grown as a quarterback technically from last year to this year? The technical aspect?
Just decision making overall, not just my reads during the pass plays, but pre-snap decision making. Checking out of a play or making sure we're in something that puts our offense in the best position to win and to gain yards and score points. That's my job, is distribute the ball and make sure that I'm not holding us back. So I enjoy kind of being the field general or whatever you want to call it, and that's the biggest step I've taken, is putting our guys in the best place to win and getting the ball out of my hands, helping our offensive line out.
So you and Didi are both wearing blues. Did you coordinate that, or was there any
We did not.
conversation beforehand?
We did not coordinate that. And, you know, I don't know. Straight minds think alike, I guess.
Did you guys workshop any speeches before this, or have a?
Not together, no. I'm sure he has something ready for you.
Can you give me a scout team player that you really think is going to come on next year? Somebody you really enjoyed playing against this year? Somebody who's really tough?
You know, we got a couple of young guys that are going to be great. I think one of the biggest guys that he might make a huge difference on special teams. He might not necessarily play right away on defense. Ronnie LaRue, he really busts his butt every day in practice. I think John Michael Terry is going to be a great player, and then Amani Bledsoe is a great player too. So I think between those guys, I think they're going to make a difference on the field no matter where they get. I've really been impressed with Ronnie and how he works. He's got that chip on his shoulder, and I obviously have a great respect for guys like that. So I'm excited for him.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Travis won their state semifinal
Yeah,
game today. Were you able to
they
keep
didn't
track
just
of
win;
that?
they put a
I mean,
beat down on him. I have to contact Kyler Murray because I'm pretty sure Allen lost. So we're no longer going to play Allen in the state championship. So I don't know who I'm going to talk crap to this week, but no, I'm happy for him. Hopefully, depending on our bowl practice schedule, it might be he'll catch the game in Dallas. But so proud of him.
Were you watching on was there a feed? Or were you following on Twitter?
Follow on the news feed, and then they had a radio, but I couldn't pull it up because the cell service is so bad here.